Hello everyone, this is Michelle over at Shallow's Nails. We are going to do something a little different today. We are going to do a haul, but I'm not swatching anything on camera. First off is from by Chloe. She has a thick gel that comes in this pot. It's for doing kind of 3D work. And then I also got by Chloe her primers. Got 2 primers. It's just stocking up because these are the primers I like. And I got her no wipe glossy top coat and her matte top coat. This is all the last bit from Black Friday. Then from Cocoist, I got their Nail Thoughts, just 3 bottles. This one's called Moonstone. It is a nice blue iridescent, I would say. It looked really cool for like mermaid nails. It's very kind of a sweet color, I guess. Dainty. And then I got some bases, 2 bases. This is Lavender Ice base. Their bases are a little bit thicker than the other polishes, so they will almost like a builder base. So these will work for any kind of base, for Frenchies, for just a good, nice, solid. Well, they're not solid, they're transparent, but they will work very nicely for a base. And this one is a licorice base. It is not a full black. It's a warm black, but it is almost a transparent black. It reminds me of obsidian. If you ever hold obsidian up to the light and you can see through it, that's what this looks like to me. It looks like an obsidian color. And those were from Cocoist. Next, these were all from Zelaboo. So I got some Hoholi stickers. They're all Christmas stickers. I got 2 of this one. I just thought that they were so cute with the little ducks. Then these are from Macon. So hearts, planets, stars. We got some more stars. Those are kind of a pink color. We have some kind of gingham, not gingham, bandana. And then stars. Stars are always needed, and I got them in a couple of different colors, silvers and multi and gold. Snowflakes, some cute Christmas saints and candy canes, some more cute Christmas, some snow globes or baubles, and we have the alphabet. Some of those will have to be used next year when Christmas comes around again. This is also from Zelaboo. It's called First Street. It's Sunbake, and it is similar to the pot of by Chloe as well. I already have some of this. This is just a stocking up with the sales, the Black Friday sales. As you can see, I've used about half of it. It can be used as a top coat. It can be used to make some texture on the nails, and it's also non-wipe, so you can chrome over it. They had a couple of specials for Macon where you get some of the Macon gems. I really like the Macon gems and charms. They're really good quality. These are all Christmas themed. So I picked up both of these kind of collection boxes. And these obviously you can use anytime. They're just gems, but I really like how shiny their gems are. And then it also came with some more of the Macon stickers. So more little baubles, more snowflakes, and more snowflakes. We're all set for snowflakes for next year. And I also got their other ones. So they had 2 that there were different price points. So I got both of the Macon Holiday box sets. This one was the cheaper or the less expensive of the 2 because it only came with 1 gem. And then it came with some stickers. Again, more snowflakes. The same snowflakes that were in the last one. Some more cute little Christmas miniature stickers. and another sheet of the alphabet. So I kind of went a little wild at Zellaboo. They had a good sale. We're gonna put this to the side and look at that in a minute. I got a new nail lamp. I am so excited for a new nail lamp. The one I had was off of Amazon and was starting to die, honestly. So this one is a professional nail lamp, and it's got this retro look to it, which I really like. And I've been using this for about a week now, and I really like it. It's super bright, which I'll show you here in a minute. So much brighter than my other nail light. Let's flip it on here, and now we'll turn it on and show you. It is like a little UFO is taking off. It is so super bright, and it has the 60, the 10, the 30, and the 120, and you can flip the readout to if you were using it on a client or if you were doing it yourself. Since I do just press-ons and not clients, I have it facing towards me. And it is battery powered, so you don't have to have it plugged in. You can charge the battery and use it on the go, which I think is really nice. It doesn't have to be plugged in. Next is the Gulbo from Hoholi. These are 3D like gel. It's not moldable. I haven't tried using them yet, so I'm not using them here. They are kind of a soft, buildable gel. Thicker than a gel polish, thicker than a gel paint. These you can build up, but they do self-level slightly. So you can't add points or really sculpt it. This is for those soft teddy bears and bunnies that you see on nails. And I had the first collection of these from Hoholi, and I wanted to get this second collection. This is the second one, and I really need to play around with them because neither one have I really played with in order to become, sufficient or efficient at it. I'm still learning with these kind of sculpting gels or 3D gels. But I really liked these colors. I wanted to make sure that I picked up the other colors that will go with the colors that I currently have. So I went ahead and got those. I really like the yellow and the purple. I'm just gonna throw them back in the box for now. I have since put these in with the other 3D gels that I own. Again, I really need to practice with both these and the more sculpting gels that I have. They are all fun. I just haven't had a chance to really use them. This has been on my wish list for a while. It's Evergreen from Myth Millow. It's a set of 10. And the colors go from this pretty blue to a light green to a magnetic that you could put over the top of all of them. It does give a different look. They are all kind of a thin, not quite a glass, but they're more of a jelly consistency. Some of these greens are definitely more on the transparent side, like this one, for instance, is very transparent when you put it on the nail. And so is the next one. And then the following all have kind of a milk base. So they would be more like jade, I would say. This one here really looks like jade. I really like the color, but you can see it has kind of a milky base, where the other ones had more of a jelly base. They're all syrup gel, so they all go on smooth. They level real nicely. They're just really good colors. And like I said, these have been on my wish list for quite a while, since they came out. So when there was a Black Friday deal, I decided to hop on it and grab these, get them off my wish list. This is a nice brown. It does come out as more of a calm or a muted brown, not so bright. And this one's more of a cream. Kind of has a yellow-green base, but it really does read green, cream. And then this is the cat eye that you can go over the top and change the look of all of those colors. I'm assuming you could probably use that on over any other brand as well. It's just a nice, clear, sort of green leaning cat eye. And then I got slacks. This is from Mayor. Both of these, the Myth Millow and the Mayor, they're the first ones that I've purchased in these different companies. So far I'm really liking the consistency of all of them. These ones, the bottles are really fun. They're more of like a lipstick. When you pull the top off, then you can actually open the bottles. And if you look on the Zilla Blue website, you can see the Mayor full collection, and they have this plexiglass stand where they lean in the stand, so all you see is the tops of the bottles with those swatches on them. These all are nice because they're all leaning towards those greens and blues, both of these sets. I kind of go in spurts. Don't know if you've noticed, the last time I was in a pink-red mood, and this time I am in a green-blue mood. And sometimes I really get into cat eyes, and it just, I don't know, I get into different moods when I'm shopping, and you can tell by what colors I end up leaning towards or getting. This one is a real deep, nice brown. I don't think brown is used enough. Browns and grays are kind of the unsung colors of the color wheel. I don't think very many people have a tendency to lean towards those colors. That one shows up more green on camera than it does in real life. In real life, it's more of a taupe color, same as this one. Maybe military greens, army greens. You could probably match all of these up to make a pretty nice looking camo. And this one is kind of a grassy color, but it's very muted and has that cream base. So that was slacks from Mayor. And the packaging on all of these is always so nice. It's a pity I'm not able to keep the packaging. I'm just cleaning everything off here because the next I went big at Zilla Blue. So I decided to buy a full, they had collections that were on pre-order before Black Friday. And these collections were, if you are a Zillabo member, you could get them for 30% off. And then you could also stack discount codes. So I was able to get these at 30% off and then stack my Zillabo membership for full sets or full collections discount on top of it. So I ended up buying this collection. It's a collection of the gel Monster, but I also got the Diami Pony Jellos at the same time. So I got the full collection, their full range of these gel Monster polishes. They are the Zillabo brand, and they are a Korean. I think they are even made in Korea, but the company Zillabo is in New Jersey. But I ended up buying the entire collection. So there's, I think, 77 colors in this, ranging from milky whites all the way down to the blacks and the purples. And then they also had some lighter colors and some glitters. You also get that cute little plushie. So this is one of the glitters. The glitters are really pretty. And this is one of the more nude colors. And those are more of a syrup, where the other gels in the collection are more of a cream base. And if you were to purchase, here's the colors, here's the entire range of colors. You can see there it's like a milky white, pinks, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples, blacks, and then the nudes and the glitters. It's a good collection of colors. And they also came with these little cards, which I think is a cute little addition. I swatched them all on these little hearts and stuck them to the cards so you could see the actual color, not the printed color, but you get 77 cards, so one for each of the actual colors. It's just a fun way of looking at the colors, and it has the description of the colors, and if you want, you can even use it as a sort of jumping off point for art. You can make these cute little critters for the art and use the colors that it came with. My desk is a little small, so it's hard to open it all up on my desk here. I'm having to readjust everything. But these really are just a unique way of showing colors. And it also says on there, like, if they're opaque, if they're transparent, if they're creamy, if they're syrups. And they're just super cute. So I put them all in a binder so they're easy to look at. With Zillabo, if you did the pre-order purchase and you spent more than $350, you got this cute little gift. So it had a charm container, it had a couple Myth Milo samples, it had some little flower sequins, and it had another duplicate of the polish that I just bought. So I have two of these pretty gold colors. Definitely a payoff with all of the glitter in that. So that's a cute little extra gift. And I believe I'm grabbing the Pony Jello. Yep, here we go, Pony Jello. This is an incredibly cute collection of potted gels. It just reminds me so much of like Japanese anime. And when you open it up, it comes with, I'm gonna have to dig everything out here. It comes with these swatch cards, and it comes with 110 pots of color. Also get some brushes. I just don't have enough room on my desk. It comes with a square brush, and it comes with a round brush, which I had already used at this point because I swatched all of these already and I opened them all up already. So we got a nice oval brush as well. Both have lids. This collection also comes with a fairly heavy duty feeling brush holder. And then here are all of the colors. They all come in pots. Like I said, I've already opened them all because they were quite difficult to get open actually. They also come with these nice little black inserts where you can rub your brush against so that you can, here's the little inserts, you can rub the brush against it and keep all of the extra gel polish in the pot. And those all had to be added as you opened the pots, so it came with a bag of those little inserts. Like I said, I've opened them all up already, and I have added those little inserts. There's a huge selection of color in this. Most of them are syrups, there's some creams. I've seen some people use them as art gel, and some use them just to paint nails. I haven't played around with them other than swatching, so I'm not sure if they would work for the painting. I would think that the cream ones would work the best for the painting, but again, there's some there that are more transparent, so I wouldn't necessarily use those to paint characters. And this box has another, I think, 10. There are some metallics in here as well. And of course, your blacks and your whites. Now, I have already, like I said, swatched them all, and it came with this big swatch card. And I have stuck down all of the swatches, and then I put them in this frame so I can easily access these colors. As you can see, there's some bright, vibrant colors, there's some glitter colors, there's some jellies there in the middle, or they're more like glass, I guess. There's syrup gels. Yeah, there's just a wide variety of colors and textures for these gels. I'm excited to get to use these because I really think that it's just a pretty collection. And then again, like I said, we get that big swatch backing card, and then you get these. They're like cardboard. There's 3 of them. Not quite sure what to use them on. I might do characters and put on there as kind of these are my character art. I haven't quite decided yet. And then you also get 3. These are plastic, so you get 3 of those as well. Definitely a fun set. Now this last one I saw on Instagram. It's LN Nailed It, and they were doing a winter collection, and I jumped on there. Again, it was Black Friday deals, so I jumped on and got their collection. It was brand new, it had just come out. So I grabbed this one up. It's all blues and purples, and there's some cream colors. I didn't need to swatch this one. I love this idea. This book is so nice. On the left, it's all gloss. On the right, it's all the colors swatched with a matte on the top. This was nice because I didn't have to do this myself. You just open this little book that came with the collection. These are thick, more of a cream consistency, and I have used some, and I'm going to use some here in a minute in this video. You can do it in one coat. I still like doing my 2 coats, but you can get away, because they're so pigmented, you can get away with doing 1 coat. I do have to say that you need to make sure that they're thin coats, because of the pigmentation. They can wrinkle and not cure all the way. I use the green one here in a minute, which is number, right here in front of me, number 20, and I end up having to throw a nail away because it was too thick and it didn't cure in the light properly. So I'd say if you get these, the consistency is great. They're real smooth, but they are more pigmented. So you need to be careful that you put them on in a light layer and that they cure properly. Now lastly, I also got, let's get this one put away and then I'll show you the next little stack. All Praise was having a discontinued sale, and so I love these bases, these Extend Gel colors. This is what I have as some of my base colors for my press-ons. So I stocked up and bought 4 sets so that I have enough. Hopefully they'll come out with them in a new packaging or however they're going to do it in the future so that I can get them again. But for right now, we are stocked up and we have plenty to do Frenchies in all those base colors. They're good nude colors, and there's a color there that matches just about every skin tone. So like I said, I just stocked up, made sure I got enough to last a while. And they were also had a discount or a discontinued discount on these sets that are French sets, and they're all location themed. Like this is Mumbai, the last one was Rio, this one is the Outback, there is Tokyo, and there was 3 more actually. There's New York, which was gray, which I had already purchased previously. This one is one of them. And then there was 2 more. There was Holland and there was Neon. And you see the brushes on these are unique. That's kind of an angle so that you can do a easy Frenchie. I haven't used them for French. I have used them as a full color, and they work great for full color. I like the Après nails, the gel consistency. I like their recipe, so it's really nice. And so I stocked up on all of these. And again, I did get Holland and I did get Neon as well. They just aren't pictured here. So let's jump in and make some nails out of the colors that I just got. So with Squid Games just coming out this last week on Thursday, just the day after Christmas, I thought let's go ahead and do some Squid Game nails. I have these 3 plates. 2 are from De Mundos. I believe that's the name of the company. Let's see here. It is Mundo De Unas. Sorry, they're a Mexican company that I enjoy buying their plates, and they had some Squid Game ones. And then the 3rd plate there is from a company that is no longer in business. It was a small business, and the owners had a falling out, so that was no longer available. But the 2 up and down ones, not the long one on the white background, but the 2 up and down ones are still available at Mundo De Unas. So I'm going to, these tips are short coffin, and I am just going to prime all of them with my favorite primer. It's by Chloe Primer. This just makes a nice sticky layer for the gel to attach to. I've already filed the tips, taken off those little nubbins that come on the press-ons. So this is that 20 that I was telling you about. Make sure that when you use it again, that you do it with a thin coat. I do like doing 2 coats, but you could get away with 1. We're going to use Gel Monster number 14, a nice pink, Gel Monster number 20, which is, it's also a pink, it's more of a maroon, I guess. It's a deep pink. We're going to use some stamping polishes. This is just a couple of them. I don't have the sticker for the green one. We got some sticky stamping polish from Clear Jelly Stamper. We got some colors here from Clear Jelly Stamper. I end up pulling out more colors. We have a blue, it's number 15. So let's go ahead and I'm only going to do 1 nail in that blue. Then the rest are going to be either the pink or the green. You can see here that it is a good consistency. It is thicker than a lot of gel polish out on the market. It's definitely cream based. But it goes on very smoothly, and I didn't see any kind of pooling at the tip. You know how when you have square nails, sometimes the gel pulls and you have to be real careful. This one didn't have any kind of pulling. Pulling at the tips or at the edges. The other thumb, I'm going to do this pink color. The Gel Monster, you do want to do 2 coats. Again, like I said, I'm doing 2 coats on them all anyway, but the Gel Monster, you do want to do the 2 coats. It's a thinner opacity, and I mean, you can still not see through it. I just feel like if you add 2 coats, it's less likely to streak, and it just looks nice. And I'm just conditioned to put 2 coats on. I feel like all polishes need 2 coats. Even when they really don't. This color is a nice pale sky blue. We'll get the second color on of that pink. These colors just level really nice. Neither one of them has any kind of streaking. It all leveled out really nicely. I'm really happy with the polishes. So the first plate we're going to use is this one from Mundo De Unas, and we're going to do the Squid Game girl, the one who plays red light, green light. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie or the shows. I haven't seen season 2. Not yet anyway. I am going to watch it. Has anyone else watched it? Are you guys enjoying it? I heard a spoiler, so not sure if it's real. But I did hear a spoiler that it has an odd ending. And I do know from the interview on the late night Fallon show, that there is going to be a season 3. So we'll get to see them again next year. So I went ahead and picked up the girl image, and I'm just doing the reverse stamping technique. I'm going to make her dress orange. I'm going to make her top yellow. We're going to get a flesh color out of the drawer here, and we're gonna make her look like she does in the games. Doing reverse stamping does take patience. You want to float the color over the nail. You don't want to drag your brush, or you can do a tapping motion. If you drag your brush, you might pick up the stamped image. So you do need to be careful that you don't end up picking that up. Yellow collar and the yellow sleeves. The brush I'm using is one that I always use for the reverse stamping. The bristles are kind of going wonky on it, but it's been in acetone a lot, and when you put a brush in acetone, it does make those bristles kind of dry out and go every which way. So I stick with one brush. I don't jump around between brushes. That way I can make sure that I don't ruin any of my other brushes. This one may be getting on its last legs, but I'll be sad to see it go. So I'm going to continue using it as long as possible. There you go. You see I picked up a kind of a pink flesh color. Her in. Give her little legs, and then we're going to make her stockings white, and her shoes and her hair will be black. I didn't speed anything up in this video, so this is how fast or how slow I actually work. I did cut out if the stamp didn't work and I had to start over, so you won't see those mistakes, because the video is getting long enough. We're already over an hour long, so I'm not going to show you the mistakes just because of the interest of time. If you want to see me make mistakes, just let me know. I can include them next go around. It's just when the stamper doesn't pick it up right, or it doesn't lay down on the nail right, you end up having to start over. In this particular set, I actually didn't like a few things that I was trying, so I ended up starting those nails over just because I didn't like the outcome. But there she is. Cute as a button. Kind of creepy too. If you've seen the games, you know she's kind of a creepy doll girl. I am going to put her on blue. It kind of reminds me of the backdrop in that outside room in the show where she is located. Kind of just made me feel like the light blue would be perfect. And there she is. She transferred beautifully. I'm going to set her aside and let it dry. You don't want to put a top coat on right away, because if you put top coats on right away, a lot of times they will bubble because they can't dry underneath the top coat gel, the gel top coats. So you got to let those regular polishes dry before top coating with gel. And here's that green. It's a great color, and really, as you can see, you almost don't even need a second coat. You could just do the one coat. This is the second time I did this nail, because the first time I did not cure properly or apply it. I applied it too thick and it just didn't cure. So it was adding that weird wave that you get. Or I guess it's more of a crinkle than a wave. And for these, I'm going to add their Squid Game contestant numbers. Just cleaning up around the edges so I only have the image that I want on the stamper. Makes it easier to actually do the stamping. There we go. And it's the same technique for all three, so I'm just showing you how I put all three on the same nail. We're going to do the middle fingers on each hand in this darker maroon color. I guess is it maroon? Dark pink? It's not really a red. It leaves more of a dark pink. But it does match the Squid Game's vibe. And we're going to do 2 coats on this as well. So we're officially past Christmas at this point. I hope you all had a lovely holiday season. We're coming up to New Year's in just a couple of days. I had a nice, quiet holiday. It was just me and my dad. My sister ended up coming over this weekend to kind of have a little bit of a get-together. But it was a quiet time for us. I was off of work from my 9-to-5 job, so I was able to just kind of hang out and not have to be stressed. I do go back to work tomorrow. I'm really not looking forward to going back to work, but you know, some of us have to work. I'm one of them, have to work. So I am emulating the Squid Game logo that was on all of the promos. So on that, some of these Squid Game letters were filled in with a hot pink. So I am filling in those numbers, or those letters, sorry, to make it look like the actual movie logo. And right now I'm just going in, and sometimes the stamping plates don't pick up fully. There's kind of a bubble that is left on the image. So I'm just going in and fixing those with the same color. I'll do this a lot on my stamps because I don't like seeing the negative space where there should be color. So I usually will go in with a paintbrush and fix them. here's that darker color. We're going to add it to this one. And it transferred over perfectly. This is a harder nail. I am going to do this image, which is the floor image, the MC Escher-esque floor that they did in, I think it was the very first episode of season 1. And it was brightly colored and it seemed so happy and jolly, but it was also kind of disconcerting because of the MC Escher feel it had. There we go. Just staircases up, staircases down, hallways, all kind of intertwined. You don't know which way's up. And I've picked up, or I've pulled up the image of this off of the internet. So I'm trying to match the colors as best I can to the image. You'll see it here in a minute next to where I'm working. It's going to be on the counter or on the table there. You can see I'm just doing the reverse stamping and filling in all of the areas that would be that hot pink or that light pink. We got the hot pink, the light pink, the blues, the greens, all kind of cheerful colors, but at the same time, it was just an ominous show. There's a lot of this light pink, but it also matches the gel that we have already on that thumb. So it all kind of meshes together real nicely at the end. I want to remind everyone that when you're using gel, you do need to wear gloves in order to keep yourself safe from any kind of allergic reaction. These gloves that I'm wearing right now are super thick, so I don't even feel acetone through the gloves. I do know that some of the thinner gloves, you can feel the acetone. And if you can feel it, is it really protecting you that much? My hands are so dry that having acetone on them just sends me through the roof. So I would prefer to not have to touch the acetone. So you can see here how long it takes to do the reverse stamping. This image is a full nail image, so it does take longer. I also end up doing more than I needed to because I wasn't real sure where the stamp was going to sit on the nail. So I didn't know if we would need more or less of the image. But the image is rather big. There's no way anyone could do that whole image on just one nail. It has to be on multiple nails, or like I'm doing and just pulling out a certain section. So there was some darker details. I'm just going to add those darker details with this slightly darker stamping polish. It really is just slightly darker. is a very tedious way of doing reverse stamping. There is no other way of doing reverse stamping, but it is very tedious and very slow going. We're going to add some of that blue here. Again, I'm using the picture from the show as reference point for the colors I'm using. Looks like I'm still on the blue. We're doing the stairs. There you go. You can see my phone on the side there with the colors and the reference image. Don't think my green is quite the right green, but I think it's close enough. I think the one in the actual show is a little more on the bright side. I think maybe it has more yellow in it. Or maybe it's more blue. I don't really know, but if you're looking at mine and then looking at the picture there, they don't match 100%, but they do match pretty good. Here we go. We got some blue, we got some green. And I just continue with that until we're done with the full image. We've sat here long enough with this. I'm not gonna continue to bore you with this process. It's the same thing for the entire image. I just looked online at the image and then filled it in as best I could. The image is far from complete, but I am going to finish it off screen, and here is what I've come up with. And now we're going to add it to the nail. It looks really cool, but it does have edges that come up. Don't worry about those edges. You can take them off later with a little bit of acetone on like a Q-tip. And on the other hand, on one hand I have Squid Game, on the other hand I'm going to say Squid Game in the Korean alphabet. going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to stamp it and then I'm going to go over the top with some of the pink to make it look like the promos. So here's the pink that I'm using. I'm just going to go over the few letters that should be pink from looking at them online. Go. I'm just cleaning everything up as well. You know how I don't like the gaps. So there it is in Hangul. And now we're going to do these little creatures, these little, I guess they're the guards of Squid Game. And if you know the guards, they wore pink, but their mask was black and white. So what I'm doing is creating the entire image with black, and I'm going to fill in the detail lines of the tracksuit with black so that they show up black when I put the pink over the top of it. And I'm also going to take or leave their face as is, but I'm going to paint it white behind it, because if you look at the guards on Squid Game, their insignias are white, even though their face is completely masked at that point. So I am just going to color in the white parts, and then I am going to color in the black as well for any of the tracksuit details, because I want the details to show up with the pink covering instead of the black covering. So you'll see here in a moment what I'm talking about. This was really the easiest way of getting the character to look like they did in the actual show. You can see here I did go over the head where the white would be with the white. And now this black is going to be just used to correct any holes again, like what we were doing before. Go. And now what I'm going to do is pick that same image up in the pink, but I'm going to remove the face mask with a dotting tool so that it shows black and white still, even though the tracksuit is pink. You can use an orange wood pusher, or you can use a dotting tool to remove parts of the images you don't like. And if those parts aren't touching other parts, they should lift pretty easily. If they are connected, then you run the danger of picking up the entire image. So you need to be very careful if you're doing this technique. And now I'm just going to position it over the top as best I can. I think they were all off just slightly when I was done, but there we go. We've got one of the cute little guards, and I did the same thing for the other two, and those all went on they all went on the green colored nail tips, which I have those as index fingers and ring fingers on both hands. Now on the pinky, I was a little unsure what I was going to do, and then I decided I should do the money piggy bank that's hanging from the ceiling that they all watch as each member or each team member is no longer in the game. Don't want to give you any spoilers. So I'm just going to paint this as a gold. I'm not going to do anything fancy. It's all just going to be gold, and I'm going to put that on the pinky. The pinky nails are that lighter pink gel color. This is an exceptionally long video. If you've made it this far, please send me a heart in the chat if you would like. It is a longer video, but I wanted to show how quickly or slowly I work when I am creating nails. It does take a long time. It's not quick, and I don't necessarily create them with a vision in mind before I jump in. Usually I just jump in. So this last nail, I'm going to use these images. It's the candy challenge where they had to break the outside of the candy off from the inside without hurting the inside image. I can't think of the name of that particular candy at the moment. They also made a coffee. Was it Dalgona? It might be Dalgona. So if it's Dalgona, it would be Dalgona candy. I think that might be it, if my memory is actually serving. But I'm going to do 2 of the Dalgona images, and I'm going to paint them with the chocolate brown, or I guess it's not really a chocolate brown, it's more of a light brown. Medium brown? Something like that. And each one of these images, one has a star and the other one has a umbrella. Closing everything up at this point, making sure nothing dries out. But as you can see, I'm using a very light brown to do the Dalgona candies. Mainly because this is the only brown in the entire set, and I still wanted it to tie in somewhat. I go slowly so that I don't pick up the image with my brush. And now we're going to add this to the pinky. And I'm going to make another one to add to the pinky as well. I think I was just trying to decide where I wanted to place it. This is the last image. Again, I'm going to do the brown. Going meticulously slow. Sometimes the stamping polish dries out before you're done actually using it, so you have to keep adding more to your palette. I try to be stingy with it because It's not the most inexpensive sort of polish, and I do want to make sure that I'm not wasting anything, so I do go sparingly when I can. I do that with all of my products though. I just want to make sure that they last for a while. There we go. Now once all of those are dry, there's the final product. I am going to do a matte top coat on all of it. I just felt like matte would look best. So we're going to matte them all. And this is here I'll show you in a moment, the matte I use. This is the matte I'm using. I get it off of Amazon. It's one of the good ones on Amazon. I do enjoy this matte. You can also do isolated chrome with this matte. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the entire 10 nails with matte, and then I'm going to cook it, and here is the final product. I hope you enjoyed this last hour with me. Please comment and subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Bye.